Welcome back. Quickly, let's discuss inverse function. It's a very simple topic. Yeah. Now, how do we find inverse of a function? How do we fetch the inverse of a function? Look at this. On the board, we have a sample problem to solve. How do we solve this? Solution. It's just 3 steps to take. The first step is just to let y be equal to f of x. Call f of x your y. So if y is f of x, that means y is equal to 3x minus 5. The next thing you do now is to make x the subject. Yes, make s the subject formula. That will be y coming over plus 5 is equal to 3x. Divide both sides by the coefficient of x, which is 3. I will have, this means that x is equal to y plus 5 all over 3. Yeah. So we have 3 steps here. The first step is to say let y be equal to f of x. Yeah. Second step, we try a possible best to make s the subject formula, which we have done here. The final step is called replacement step. You now replace. What are we replacing? Replace x with f inverse of x. Then replace y with x. You see y? Put x there. And that's an inverse function. That's the inverse. Yeah. Very simple. So here, this portion, you are making x the subject to have this. Here, you replace x with f inverse of x. Yeah. And y with x. Replace x with f inverse of x and y with x. That's it, you have solved it. Let's take one more example on this. Yes, to perfect our knowledge on this. So let's take this example. Let's solve. If g of x is equal to 2x plus 3 upon 4x minus 5, where x is not 5 over 4 because it goes under 0. Alright, find g inverse of x. Solution to this. Solution. Alright, so what do we do first? We start by saying let y be equal to g of x. This will mean that y is equal to 2x plus 3 all over 4x minus 5. Yeah. Next step is to say, is to make s the subject formula, making s the subject. Can we? Yes, we can. How do we achieve that? S is up, S is down. How do we achieve it? We start by cross multiplying. That will be y will go into 4x minus 5 and 1 will go into 2x plus 3. The same thing, that's 2x plus 3 times 1 is the same thing as 2x plus 3. So let's let's distribute y into this, and we'll have 4xy minus 5y is equal to 2x plus 3. Yeah. Now let's collect like terms. See what happens. Terms with x one side, terms without x the other side. So having that 4xy, there's x here, there's also x here. So this comes over, that will be minus 2x. Yeah, because here it's plus, coming over becomes negative, is equal to 3 plus 5y. I can say 5y plus 3. Anyone? Yeah. So now what happens? Let's factor out x from the left hand side. So if we factor out x from the left hand side, you know, we are having x here. Yeah, also x here. When I factor out x from the left hand side, I will have x into, apart from x, what else can we see on the left hand side? 4y minus 2. Yeah, we have 4y minus 2 left, and is equal to 3 plus 5y. So I can now divide both sides by the coefficient of x, so that x can stay alone. I'll divide both sides by this stuff here, which is 4y minus 2. 4y minus 2. So this can take off this. So my x will be equal to 3 plus 5y all over 4y minus 2. Yeah, I can now replace. Remember, replace f inverse of x. Sorry, replace x with, in this case, g inverse of x. Yeah, that's it. Replace all the x now with g inverse of x. We just only want x, and we replace all the y. Let me write here again. Replace y with what? Sum. Replace y with x. So I am going ahead to go and change all this y to become x. If I do that, and my x become g inverse of x. So when I do that, I am going to have it that g inverse of x, I've replaced here, is equal to 3 plus 5, y becomes x all over 4x minus 2. That's g inverse of x. You can also write it to be 5x plus 3. You know, addition is commutative. So that 3 plus 2 or 2 plus 3 is still 5. Whether 3 plus 5x or 5x plus 3, the same thing. 4x minus 2. It still goes like this. But what if you're asked to find g inverse of 1? What will you do? When you find g inverse of x, your x becomes 1. In this case now, you now have 5 times 1 plus 3. That would not give us to have, I think, 8 over 2, which is 4. In a case like this, but that's not the case. I hope you learned from this Learn Extra class. Thank you for watching.